Right, all right. We're just getting started right over here in the place. The man Barak Jacuzzi, Mr. Night Owl. Today we've woken you up. How you feeling?
I'm up like Chuck. I'm up like Calvin. I guess I'm up like Calvin.
Up like Calvin.
That rhymes.
Yeah, man.
Good
there
morning.
You go. Good morning to you too. First and foremost, I was listening to that song in the morning, and like I was just saying to you off air, this, the Barcelona and the Messi kind of flow over there. I was like, oh. Okay.
I had to drop something for the football guys. I'm not really a footballer myself, but I know everybody else love it. So
man,
and it just worked. I had the bar and Messi just rhymed. I didn't even know.
I love it. First and foremost, shout out to you. Of course, the one thing about Barak Jacuzzi is I always see him whenever I'm out and about.
Yes.
Like here, there, what. But man, have I interviewed you?
I don't know. I've been missing your morning show for like 3 years straight.
No, actually, let me actually start. Barak was supposed to be on my show some time back, but he was probably asleep.
I was probably caught up. I was. I can't say I was doing something more important for sure.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
No worries.
But here we are.
2022, big year. First and foremost, you got some brand new music for us, guys. That's what we do each and every Friday right over here.
Yes, sir.
So props to you. But let's start with what have you been doing, man? Because here's the thing. Barak, you're one of those guys who literally, you stay consistent. You're always doing something. A couple of weeks ago, I know you were down by Naivasha. You were MCing, right?
Yeah, last weekend. No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weekends, right? Spinall and all of them were down there. Before that, I know you're always doing club appearances, all of those different kind of things.
Yeah.
You MC, you rap, you've got your podcast, you were doing the radio. Tell me, bring me up to speed. What are you currently doing?
Last weekend I was in Coast, did some stuff in Coast. It was a vibe. It was a super huge house music event that I was hosting. But lately, man, I've been I have my own house music company that I started last year called The Warehouse.
Okay.
It's been going crazy. We've been having parties quarterly or like every couple months. We got our next party on the 30th of April. It's called the UV Room. It's the 3rd edition. You got to come. It's always a vibe. It's the craziest thing you'll ever be able to experience.
I love it.
Pull up to a warehouse party. It's no party like a warehouse party.
Warehouse.
But I've been doing that, and that's been like my newest favorite passion project.
Yeah.
And, I've been working on this album, man, finishing up, tying up the loose ends, getting the last features. Is the Brooklyn Boy feature in? Yes, it's in. So making sure everybody's on the tape, in the right way. I'm on my Donda ting right now. I'm on my Kanye. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. And it's been a great time, man. I've been having a lot of fun getting back to the music. I stopped doing radio
last year?
This radio, last year, October. As soon as I started the Warehouse company, I pretty much stopped doing radio. But, I still go to NRG and catch vibes, and I was dropping some new tunes over there a couple weeks ago with Rita Yvonne. And, man, so shout out to, the ex, my ex. That's my ex. They my exes now, but shout out.
Now, man, let me ask you this. I mean, clearly from what you've just said, you're quite a busy guy, right? So how are you able to juggle all of these different kind of things? Because, for a lot of creatives, man, it gets to a point where
burn out.
Yeah. It happens, right?
Nah, but luckily for me, man, I really enjoy doing them, and it doesn't come off as work because, sometimes it does. Sometimes I do burn out, and then you can't stay burnt out. Like, after you burn out, what you gonna do? You gotta light the flame back up. So sometimes I burn out. It's true. I even lost my mind for a couple hours yesterday. I was just so much stuff going on. And that's okay. Sometimes you gotta lose your mind for a couple hours. What, you gonna just stay with a lost mind? No, you gotta find your mind back and get to it. So that's what I'm all about, man.
I love it. Now, you sent me a couple of tunes. Shout out to Teo as well.
Sir.
You sent us some of that. I was listening to some of it last night and, of course, this morning as well. And, bro, like... You've got a couple of interesting features, like shout out to Boutros. There's also Scar, there's Bien, there's Camp Mulla. We're going to get to Camp Mulla, right? But where I want to start, right? I want to start with, let's start with this song over here. I want to start with Friday Night featuring you and Bien.
Yes.
Because it's all about brand new music on a Friday, right? So, of course, you and Bien, both creatives by your own right, but super different.
Yeah, for sure.
How did this song come about?
Nah, I've known BM for a long time, probably over half a decade at least as boys. And once we got in the studio, it was a no-brainer for him. He wrote the verse in like 10 minutes, man. I sat on my verse for like 3-4 months because I was like, this is nuts. He pretty much made the whole song, made the chorus, left out a part for me to finish the chorus, and he was done in like 15 minutes. It kind of messed my head up a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so talented. But me and being a boys, and I was even gonna sign to Soul Generation. There was times we was chopping it up, but we ended up realizing that his brand, that the brand for Soul Generation, my brand, it would just be too random. Like, what am I gonna be doing in Roomba? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Roomba Chimpanzee? What's Jacuzzi doing there, anyways?
Bro, it's music. But let me ask you this: I listened to the song, and I've got to ask you one question. One creative to another, right? You mentioned and say, yo, I've been working all week. I'm about to hit the club the weekend and blow all my money. Tell me.
No, I said, you ain't sleeping a week.
Yeah.
Little buddy, I ain't sleeping a month. So tell me what's up, because I need me a raise by the end of the month.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also you talk about spending money on this song. We're about to get
in this song, Friday night.
Friday night, right?
Yes.
You talk about spending money.
I've been saving up my money all week just so I can spend it on weed.
Please don't tell me all you're doing is actually spending your money out in these clubs.
Nah.
What are you doing? What are you spending your money on? What kind of investments?
I reinvest my money all the time. So that's like my new thing now. Like I've stopped really like buying like okay, I still buy like clothes and stuff. That's really what I spend like that's what I waste most of my money on. But it's not really wasting, it's just you gotta stay fresh.
Yeah.
As an artist, you just can't. There's always pictures, always videos. We're getting recorded right now. I probably can't wear this jacket for like 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
no.
you gotta get more clothes. But what I spend my money on, I've been really investing in like equipment for my companies. I've been investing in studio time, of course, and all that. But yeah, just really, I've been investing in equipment, especially for the warehouse, like lights, cameras, stuff like that. I want to get into NFTs. I've been really trying to pick at different NFTs. I don't know much, or actually, I don't know anything really about the cryptocurrency, world, but the NFT
point
world.
You in the right direction.
For sure, put me on. But
man, you need to get.
I got the money to invest, so I'm just gonna go on a whim.
You were actually supposed to send me a Moju's t-shirt, say about 3 years ago.
5,000 decades ago.
5 years ago.
My bad. But I got new merch coming out. You gonna love it.
Oh yeah?
Socks and like different
Everything.
stuff. Like we're going different now. Like
fine.
We're going different.
We'll get to it, right?
Yes.
But I think the $1 million question that I want to get into today, right? It's all about this collaboration, of course, on the project.
Yeah.
Yo, so you've got a new project available everywhere now?
It's not available everywhere. It might be available everywhere today, but it will be available everywhere before Sunday. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So make sure you go onto your favorite.
But it's on Boomplay.
Boomplay, right?
Yeah.
All right, shout out to Boomplay, shout out Jinx and all of them over there. Now, there's this song that you have.
What are you doing? What's going on? Yo, Calvin. Yo, Bing Bong. What are those?
That was an item, right? That was not supposed to play. Now, so there's a song on the project that I know is going to get a lot of people speaking, right? Let me ask you this. Where did you get Camp Mulla from? How did you even reunite them? When was this song done? Because here's the thing, right? So when I was listening to the song, I was like, hold on. When was this actually recorded?
Yeah. Nah, they weren't a group when I recorded it with them. And it actually took a long, long time. It was a very hard track to get created from my side. It was probably easy for them, but for me, it was hard to locate everybody, figure out their schedules, link up with them on the right day, the right time, the right mood, right energy, the right vibe, and all the vibrations. But it actually worked out. So what I did was I linked up with Koos first. We pretty much made the chorus and the general shell of the song. Then I linked up with, I think, Karoon. She added the rest of the chorus because I needed her on the second part of the chorus in her verse. Then I linked up with Chao, and he came in, slapped his verse in like 2 minutes. It was another one of those in and out. He was gone before he even finished. And then I linked up with Shopper, and then I put my stuff on there. And then
because listening to the song, of course, different kind of sound.
Yeah.
When I think back about Camp Mulla and how they sounded years ago, right?
Yeah.
Shapa sounding very different. Of course, shout out to Teo as well, who rapped in quite a bit of Swahili as well.
His verse was my favorite verse. His verse too.
I love it. And of course, the title, I Want You Back, right? Because I want Camp Mulla back.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I listened to it and I was like, looked at the title, I'm like, I Want You Back. I'm like, they playing with us. So, do you have any secret for me? Like,
my plan. Let me put my plan out. Maybe I can bring it into the universe. My plan is, and it was and still is, all right, if I get Camp Mulla to make a song, they already said they want to come back, but I know they'll do this song for me. So boom, I got them to do the song. Now, once we put it out and we start doing all these shows and we start having all this fun, doing all these shows, getting all this money, I feel like they'll be like, man, we should do more of this, guys, and then they'll come back. and then I can be the sixth member.
So are you actually trying to tell me this, right? So when you go out and start performing live and everything, right? You're actually going to get them to all come through and perform
Of course,
together?
everybody's gonna want to call Camp Mulla. Like, they got a new song out. They'll probably do their own shows too. They're gonna be getting a lot of money. They got a new song out. Why wouldn't they go out and get big bags? If I was in Camp Mulla, I'd be doing all my old songs every other day. Like, you not like, you gonna play This Party Don't Stop. Like, I swear. But that's just me. But I hope that they do come together at least a lot more. They don't have to, like Black Eyed Peas, they're not like together all the time, but they still perform together, and a lot of groups do that.
All right.
So I think Camp Mulla should too.